Well, hello everybody. Welcome here, welcome back, whichever the case may be. I am going to have a sip of my coffee. So I started by putting some of my old brown mascara, my old dried out brown mascara, and I just paint some on, and then I just take my spoolie and I comb it through, and very boring, but that's what I do to blend the gray in. So we're listening to Industrial Dark Synth playlist, or continuing to Punisher, royalty-free, copyright-safe music by White Bat Audio, permission by Carl Casey. Thank you very much, Carl Casey. Yeah. But today I'm getting ready to go to karaoke, but I thought I'd also sort of give my thoughts and opinions on a movie I recently watched called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now, anyone that knows me knows I love my horror movies. And I've been kind of, I wouldn't say excited to see this, but I was curious when I first heard about it last year. I thought, what a great concept, taking something, from childhood, something sweet, innocent, everything, and making it dark and scary. And I thought, yeah, I'm really into that. So I watched it, and the introduction in the beginning, where they are doing the setting up of the story, where they explain, again, this is all in the very, very beginning of the movie, so I'm not giving anything away with this. They tell the story of how Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin and all the other members of that gang kind of came together and formed this friendship and bond, and then Christopher Robin had to go off to college, university, whatever, post-secondary, and had to leave. And the 100 Acre Wood and these other, beloved characters, the place kind of took a dive, and they had these bad experiences, and they felt really abandoned. And that's sort of the premise, the beginning of where it sets up, and then Christopher Robin comes back and stuff happens, which I'm not going to go into because there's some very decent things about this movie, and there are some things that I'm like, oh, what a wasted opportunity. I personally would have preferred the story to have been where Christopher Robin left, and kind of seeing that transition and going through that journey with the Winnie the Pooh character and the others might have been good. I don't know if they could have pulled off a significant believable Winnie the Pooh. Oh, by the way, I'm also trying for the first time. Oh, that's very, very watery. This BB cream, the Rimmel BB cream, 9-in-1. I know it's been around forever. I just saw it for the first time the other day, and it was on for a bit of a sale, and so it's less expensive than the other ones I get. So I thought, and it's a medium, and that's definitely a better color for me. Oh, wow. Yeah, it really pays to get them in the right color and tones, right? Like that. See, nothing here, I have it on here, and that really matches. So, oh, well, that decided to go off on its own, as it sometimes does. So just turn that back on. So where was I with the thing? Oh yeah, so I really would have preferred that part of the story being the thing that was told, and it might have been too challenging, I don't know. So what it ended up becoming was Winnie the Pooh, the slasher movie. And that would be fine too. I love a good slasher movie. I've seen many, 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 many. And this had moments, really enjoyable different moments where you're like going, oh, okay, I wasn't quite expecting that, or that scene looked good, or the cinematography was very interesting. The problem I had for the most part was I did not get to care about any of the characters. So when they're being, for want of a better word, hunted or bad things are happening to them, I'm like, eh, you know, do I really care? Do I care about these people at all? It's like, no, they're not awful people. I don't want bad things to happen to them. That would also be more interesting. But what you end up getting is, these people, and it's a bunch of girls for the most part, bunch of girls, and they are all so similar to each other in the way they talk and express themselves, the way they look. Like it's just really hard to consider any of them individual or to root for them or to think, geez, they deserve to survive this craziness. But on the plus side, like I said, there were some good scenes. There was some gore and some things that you expect from this kind of a storyline. And a lot of the scenes were darker than I would have preferred them to be. So it's quite a mixed bag. I don't want to go too much into detail. I do think people that like this kind of movie will enjoy this movie if you go in with, decent expectations, that it's kind of up and down like a roller coaster where you go, not the movie itself, but where you're like going, oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's kind of, oh, that's good. And then you wait, and then it's like, oh, that's kind of, oh, that's kind of, it's that throughout the storyline. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth for that movie. Now I want to continue getting ready because it's very hard for me to talk and get ready at the same time, in case people have not realized this. So I don't know what I want to do for my eyes and everything today. So I think I'm going to go in with my I Love the World palette. When in doubt, do an I Love the World palette. And pick a color scheme. What kind of color scheme? I don't know. I really do like my purples, so I think I'm going to go in with this kind of brush here. Normally I would draw my eyebrows first, but today I think we're going to do it differently. Because why not? I know this is sort of a very soft color I'm putting in first, but I kind of want to see what I'm doing with this before I go too dark. So that's pretty good. But I think I do want to take that a little bigger. So. I want to keep everything else smaller than that. I think that's good for that. So I'm going to take a dark purple. Put it in here. I think I need a more stampy brush. So I'm going to take my small little stampy brush and I'm going to put that in here. And go back to my same fluffy brush and just sort of blend that out. I think I'm going to take dark blue. Put it in there. So I'm going to take that purple from the beginning, that light purple. Blend that out. dark color here. I think it's time for me to go in now with a coal liner. There's my coal liner. Hello, where are you? There you are. Okay, now I think it's time for me to take some contour, which will be my next contouring palette. And I think I'll just use this one. Now I need to take something lighter, something thinner. Oh, that's the one that has the color on it. I need one that does not have color on it. That one does not have color on it. Okay, so now it's time for me to put on some kind of brow. I have a feeling. We got to the end of that? No, not yet. That's a totally different shaped brow for me, going out and up. So that's kind of interesting. I get very tired of doing the same thing all the time, so I take the techniques that I know and then try to modify them, which isn't always the right decision. Now it's time. Oh, I guess it is over. Oh, or is it this? That just bumped it again. And maybe just a little bit of my lift and snatch. No, is that Epic Pen Liner? Oh, maybe I'll use that for here. Like that. It's time to go back in with the darker purple. Over that. Okay. Now, it's time for me to go and take a white color or something like that, which is what I'm going to do, I think. I'm going to take my whites, if I can get it out of here. And I'm going to take my flat brush, this flat brush here, which I really like for taking my Ben Nye white, and I'm gonna stamp it into here. there, just to kind of give that a bit of a transition into the darker colors. Now I'm going to take my fluffy brush